it gives me... Well, this is our beginning band, and this is going to be a much larger band next year, I hope, because as you're probably aware, or maybe you're not, the elementary schools, the band program has been entailed. So the beginning band, as Mr. Kaiser just pointed out, they're just picking up their instruments. And, not everyone learns to play an instrument. It takes physical and mental work. It also takes time to practice while learning an instrument. And each of the musicians tonight have demonstrated their ability and desire to have earned membership in the beginning band. The students will demonstrate what they have learned up to this point in their brief but successful musical careers. So after learning how to take instruments out of the cases and assembling them, they finally did what they have been waiting to do and wanting to do for a long time. Produce the first sound on their instrument. It sounded something like this. Wasn't that special? Woo! It was obvious the students had some challenges facing them for the next few days. The next lesson proved to be quite eventful. Mr. Kaiser patiently worked with the musicians until they could all produce their first note. Now they sounded like this.
Try not to mess up her camera.
Quite an improvement! Yes! But they needed a little more work before they were ready for this performance. Producing that first note allowed them to proceed to the first lessons where they learned to count while they played. This is necessary to perform together. They added a different rhythm or beat to those first notes, and it began to take on a new sound. Doesn't that bring back memories? This may be more interesting than the first note, but it still is not a complete tune that one would whistle while walking around the house. They added a couple of new notes and discovered that they could start playing some recognizable tunes. This might have been the moment when you felt, for the first time, that music lessons were starting to take hold. This is what they sounded like at school that day. Go into all the details of the next few lessons, but the musicians were convinced that this was going to be a wonderful band and orchestra. The band and orchestra will now perform several of their favorite pieces. French folk song, Love Somebody, Laura Lee, Lightly Rode duet, and When the Saints Go Marching In.
Woohoo!
them outside.
Well, I think you can agree the band has come a long way since they produced that first sound and have worked very hard to be able to prepare this first performance in such a short time. This has certainly been an exciting evening for all of us, and we're glad you were here. Support at home is vital if your son or daughter is to continue to grow at this fast rate. Your interest can make all the difference in the world. The band's next performance will be on March 22 at Ignacio Valley High School. And about 300 middle and high school students will perform that evening. Please plan to join us so you can follow their progress and musical growth. The band will now present their final selection, Mary Ann.
Little buddy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed the first performance of the beginning band of Sequoia Middle School.
All right. Woo! Yeah. All right.
Well, Mr. Kaiser, thank you everybody for attending the first beginning concert for the beginning band.